In a bright and cheerful toy shop on a busy street, there were shelves filled with all kinds of toys, shiny cars, talking dolls, fluffy teddy bears, and high-tech robots that could blink, beep, and dance. On one of the lower shelves sat a small robot named Zed. Zed wasn't like the others. His paint was a little chipped, one of his buttons didn't light up properly, and his movements were slower than the brand-new robots beside him. Every morning, the shopkeeper would clean the shelves and line up the toys neatly. Today might be the day, Zed would think hopefully. Soon, the door would open, and children would rush in with excitement.
Wow.
"Look at this one," a child would say, grabbing a shiny new robot. "This one talks," another would shout. One by one, the newer toys were picked up, played with, and taken home. Zed watched quietly. Sometimes, a child would pick him up for a moment, but then put him back. "He's not as cool," they would say. Zed's small light flickered softly. Maybe they're right, he thought. Maybe I'm not special. The other toys didn't always help. "Look at your paint," said a bright red robot. "You look old. Your button doesn't even glow properly," said another. Zed stayed silent. But deep inside, he held onto a tiny bit of hope. "I may not be perfect," he told himself, "but I can still be kind." At night, when the shop was closed and quiet, the toys would come to life. Zed would help organize the shelf, gently putting toys back in place if they had fallen. One night, a small teddy bear rolled off the shelf and got stuck under a table. "Help," the teddy bear whispered. Zed slowly climbed down and carefully pushed the bear back up. "Thank you," the teddy said. "You're really kind." Zed smiled. "I just wanted to help." Days passed and still, no one chose Zed. Sometimes he felt sad, but he never stopped being kind or hopeful. Then one afternoon, the door opened quietly. A little girl walked in, holding her mother's hand. She wasn't loud or excited like the other children. She looked around slowly, carefully. Her eyes moved past the shiny toys, past the bright lights, until they stopped on Zed. She walked over and gently picked him up. "This one," she said softly. The shopkeeper looked surprised. "Are you sure? There are newer ones that can do more." The girl nodded. "I like this one." Zed's light flickered brighter than ever before. At home, the girl placed Zed on her desk. She didn't mind his chipped paint or slow movements. Instead, she cleaned him gently with a soft cloth. "There," she said with a smile. "All better." She even used a little paint to fix his scratches. Zed felt like a brand new toy, not on the outside, but on the inside. Every day, she played with him. She made up adventures where Zed was a brave hero who helped others. "You're my favorite," she told him one day. Zed's light glowed warmly. For the first time, he didn't feel less than anyone else. One evening, the girl whispered, "I chose you because you felt special, not because you were perfect." Zed realized something important. He had always been special, he just needed someone to see it. And maybe he needed to believe it too. From that day on, Zed never doubted himself again. He didn't need to be the fastest or the shiniest. He just needed to be himself.